Hi, third graders. We've been talking about possessive nouns. We've been talking about singular possessive nouns, singular meaning one or alone, and plural possessive nouns, plural meaning more than one or two or more. So we've also talked a little bit about how we can shorten our sentences, our wordy sentences, by using possessive nouns. So I'm going to share my screen with you. You will need your learning journal because you're going to be writing in your learning journal today. Revising sentences using possessive nouns. Revising means to change it, to make it better. You learned that you can sometimes shorten a sentence by using a possessive noun. So in your learning journal, I want you to write this sentence right here. There we go. You learned that you can sometimes shorten a sentence by using a possessive noun. Go ahead and write that in your learning journal. If you need more time to write, you learn that you can sometimes shorten a sentence by using a possessive noun. You can pause the video. Otherwise, we're going to move on through our lesson. A noun and the phrase belonging to or the word of can be replaced by a possessive noun. For example, the shirts of the players were blue. Players. More than one, because there's an S at the end. It is plural. So the shirts of the players were blue is kind of wordy. So we do not want our sentence to be so wordy. So we are going to shorten it by using possessive nouns. The players, apostrophe, shirts were blue. The apostrophe is after the S because players is plural. The players, apostrophe, shirts were blue. Be careful to form the possessive forms of singular and plural nouns correctly. An apostrophe in the wrong place can change a word's meaning. I know from the videos that you have watched this week that you have learned that you have seen that by placing the apostrophe in the wrong place can change the meaning of the word. Singular, a singular noun, we place an apostrophe S after the noun. And then you have plural nouns. Usually when we make a noun plural, we add an S to the end of it. So all you have to do is add an apostrophe to the end of the plural noun. However, there is an exception to the rule. We do have irregular plural nouns like children, mice, teeth, men, women. Whenever we see an irregular plural noun, we add an apostrophe S. That's the exception to the rule about the plural possessive nouns. So now what we are going to do is we are going to look at some wordy sentences and we're going to change them and make them a little bit more efficient. Yeah, I mean, some people might say that we are lazy in our writing when doing this, but it's making our writing more efficient and less wordy. So we're going to do some practice with that. So the first sentence that we are going to use is exercise is good for the health of your body. Try to get that in one. Okay. Exercise is good for the health of your body. So I'm going to change that, and I'm going to change it so that I have possessive noun. And I'm also going to change my color. I'm going to change it to blue. The brown is going to be for those wordy sentences, and the blue is going to be the sentence that's more efficient because we are using a possessive noun. Exercise is good for the health of your body. How can we change that? Maybe we can change it to say exercise is good for your body's apostrophe S health. Yeah, that sounds a lot better. Exercise is good for your body's health. Let's do another example. I'm going to change it to brown for those wordy sentences. It improves the strength of your muscles. It improves the strength of your muscles. Okay. Let's see. It improves the strength of your muscles. How can we change that using an apostrophe? Making it possessive. Hopefully you are doing these out loud with me, and that always helps to do it, to say it out loud to someone. I think it improves it improves your muscles. And notice that muscles is plural because there's more than one. So I'm going to put the apostrophe after the S. It improves your muscles' strength. Okay, let's do another example. Changing those wordy sentences to brown. Okay, it can also make blood belonging to a person flow better. I want that sentence to be on one line as much as possible. It can also make blood belonging to a person flow better. So how can we change that so it's not as wordy and we're using possessives? Blood belonging to a person. So it can also make a person's apostrophe S blood flow better. It can also make a person's blood flow better. Yeah, I like the way that sounds. Okay, let's do another one. Miss Sayers' favorite activity, bicycling, is the favorite exercise of Miss Sayers. Now, here's something we haven't talked about yet, but we will talk about it right now. Now, I am one person. I'm singular, but my name ends with an S. So what do you think we're going to do? We're just going to add an apostrophe to the end of it. So bicycling, whoops, let's spell it correctly. Bicycling is Miss Sayers' favorite exercise. Very good. And we've got one more. Let's see if we can fit it in there. Baseball is the favorite sport of many boys. Baseball is the favorite sport of many boys. Okay, let's change that so that it is not as wordy and we're using a possessive. Baseball is the boys, because it says many boys. There's an S at the end that tells me it's plural, so I'm just going to put an apostrophe at the end of it. Baseball is the boys' favorite sport. There you go. We just revised some wordy sentences using possessive nouns. Health of your body is your body's health. Body, apostrophe S. Strength of your muscles is your muscles, apostrophe strength, because it's plural. Blood belonging to a person is the person's, apostrophe S, blood. Favorite exercise of Miss Sayers. This is something new that you're learning. If it is singular and it ends with an S like Miss Sayers does, there's not many Miss Sayers, there's just one Miss Sayers. But because my name ends with an S, all I have to do is add an apostrophe to the end of it. Bicycling is Miss Sayers, apostrophe, favorite exercise. And then the last one, favorite sport of many boys is the boys, apostrophe, favorite sport. Baseball is the boys, apostrophe, favorite sport, because boys is plural. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing just for a second so I can go to the next lesson. Whoops. There we go. There's the next lesson. All right, so in your learning journal, I want you to write this paragraph. Okay? Read the paragraph. Choose the correct possessive noun for each numbered space. Write the letter of your answer, but you're not going to write the letter of your answer. Instead, you are going to write this paragraph out, and in the space, in the blank, you are going to write the correct answer. Okay, you're going to write the correct answer. And I even helped you out here. I put a symbol key with a square, meaning it's a plural possessive, and a vertical line, meaning singular possessive. So I kind of helped you out so you would know what goes in each one. So right now, go ahead and pause the video and write this paragraph, filling in the blanks with the correct possessive noun. Go ahead and pause the video and do that right now in your learning journal. Okay, now that you have written this paragraph about and changing and placing your possessive nouns in the paragraph, now that you have done that, let's go over it and make sure that you place the correct answer in the blank. Okay, so number one, that's number one, number two, number two, number three, you get the idea. And then I helped you out by putting a square to let you know that we were looking for a plural possessive, and I put a vertical line, kind of looks like a number one, by those that are a singular possessive. Number one, because singular means one or alone. All right, so here we go. Let's check ourselves and make sure that you wrote the paragraph correctly. My school wants to improve the students' physical fitness. Students, more than one. So the answer is, and I want to highlight this time. So the answer is not showing. There you go. Whoops, sorry, kind of made. All right, students. There you go. Students, S apostrophe. The school is testing everyone's eyesight, hearing, and strength. Everyone's. That's one of those irregular plurals. Everyone's apostrophe S, eyesight, hearing, and strength is the correct answer. Each class will go to the principal's office. Principals. And I told you it's singular. There's only one principal. So the answer is principal apostrophe S. Don't know why. Sometimes it doesn't want to work with me. There we go. There's kind of a delay for some reason. Okay. A nurse will check each child's health. Child's. Child apostrophe S. All the test results will be collected. So it's plural. So there's going to be more than one test because you have a child that each individual child she's doing, and she has a collection of results. So it is plural. All the tests, S apostrophe, results will be collected. Don't know why there's a delay. But the answer is C. It's going to pop up here in just a minute. There you go. All right, number 6. The school's students will get any help they need. Schools. It's only one school. It's singular. So the answer is this one. School apostrophe S. My science teacher's next lesson will teach us about eating right. There's only one science teacher. So my science teacher's next lesson, the lesson belonging to my teacher, is my teacher's apostrophe S next lesson. And then number 8, each person's health is important. Each person's, the health belonging to the person. So each person's apostrophe S, health is important. So I hope you made 100%. I hope you got all of these correct. We've been studying a lot about possessive nouns, whether they are singular or plural. So we did this and you did this in your learning journal. Hopefully you did it correctly. If not, go back and change your answer and look at the reason why you got it wrong so that you will understand and do better the next time that you see something like this, whether it's on a test or we do it as practice. Okay, so good job on working on possessives this week. We're going to continue to work a little bit on possessives because I want you to be successful in understanding the difference in a singular possessive and a plural possessive and how to put an apostrophe when writing those possessive nouns. There are exceptions to the rules. Remember, those irregular plural nouns, we add an apostrophe S. And then if you have a singular person whose name ends with an S, you just add an apostrophe at the end. So there are always exceptions to the rule. But normally, if it is a singular possessive noun, we add an apostrophe S. If it is a plural noun, because normally we put an S at the end of a plural noun, all you have to do is add an apostrophe. But be aware of those exceptions as well so you can be successful when you are understanding possessive nouns.